It's a new year and people want to save money, so let's look at some tips. The Cheapskate Next Door, the surprising secrets of Americans living happily below their means by Jeff Yeager. Living below your means is spending less than your take-home pay. That extra money gets put into savings for a long-term goal, or it gets put into an emergency fund. That used to be common practice in the past, but today it seems to be a trend for people to spend more than what they earn. In 1981, 3/4 of all houseware purchases were to replace a worn-out item. Today, 3/4 of those purchases are because people want extras. Today, a 2-income family saves less than a 1-income family did in 1970. Why? People are buying more cars, more clothing, they're buying bigger houses, paying more taxes on them, they're spending more on remodeling, they pay more for technology, they're eating out more and buying more processed foods, and there are a few more doing dual income and they're paying more for childcare. But there are a lot of choices in that list. People are spending more on what they want than what they need. Fewer wages and spending wisely can increase your free time to spend outdoors with friends and family, volunteering, or doing meaningful activities like biking or painting. However, this lifestyle isn't for everyone. Yeager says that you need to enjoy living with less. However, if you are stressed out and overwhelmed with piles of bills, then you might want to give this a try. Yeager interviewed many people and found many different ways of how to save money. But he found that the people living below their means did share some things in common. Number one, they valued time over money. They tended to live in non-traditional, smaller homes. They didn't like to shop. They bought used. They avoided debts, and if they did have a loan, they paid it off quickly. A higher percentage of them lived on one income, and their children had a slightly higher chance of going to college. However, those children carried more of the financial burden of going to college. Yeager also found that the divorce rate among people living below their means was half that of the national average. To increase your awareness of spending, Yeager encourages you to go 1 week without spending any money. You will find where you were spending your money, and you will also find out different substitutes that you can use for ingredients and alternative ways of doing things. Yeager provides tons of financial tips throughout his book. And one of them is direct depositing into a savings account so that money does not flow through your hands. Avoiding debts, paying off loans quickly, creating an emergency fund which is equal to 6 months of your expenses. That way, if something unexpected happens, you're less likely to rely on credit. Wash your clothing in cold water and hang it outside. Choose your friends wisely. If you have friends who like to go out and spend a lot of money, it's hard to say no. Do your own repairs. Use a shopping list when you go grocery shopping to reduce buying on impulse. And use your library. So many libraries are loaning out more than books. They may loan out tools and games. And limit going to restaurants. Yeager says that restaurant meals have 60% more calories than home-cooked meals. And interestingly, when this book was published in 2010, 60% of the American population was overweight. So I wanted to see how that has changed in 13 years. And I found that 70% of the American population is now overweight. So eat at home and use those leftovers. Yeager's Cheapskate books have been well received by all ages. They're short, they're easy to read, and they're applicable for everyone. You don't need thousands of dollars to invest in the stock market or into real estate. Thanks for watching. Keep reading and have a great week.